What's up, everybody? Welcome to Fit. My name is Rick. Going to do educational video today on the things I wish I knew when I started trading. Oh, if I could go back in time, where I would be today. So if you're a first-time trader, novice, beginner, great video to watch. Even if you're still struggling at trading, these are the lessons I learned in blood, and I like to tell people lessons not learned in blood are easily forgotten. So ideally, these items are going to give you some aha moments, some great reflection, and help you in your trading career. Let's get right into them. First one I want to talk about is trading is hard. Respect it. Once you come into this business and you catch a major bull cycle, it seems like it's so easy. It seems like it's just going to continue to go up. You had a friend that told you to buy a stock, and the stock explodes. Maybe you first started in the dot-com bubble, right? And it was so easy. Maybe you started in crypto. Maybe you started in cannabis stocks, and it was so easy. The markets just continue to go up. You could just hold. Yes, they dipped, but you hold. It'll go back. Maybe you sold, and then you bottom fished, and it always went up higher. It always worked out that way. And then the market shifts on you. It changes. The market not working the way it used to work. You bottom fish, and you get stopped out. You hold and your portfolio evaporates because the market has changed. The best way to learn trading is to struggle in the beginning, not to be successful. When you're too successful in the beginning, you will eventually give it all back. If you didn't really understand what you were doing, you're eventually going to give it all back. But when you struggle, you're going to put in the time, the effort, and you're going to take it serious and figure out, why is it not working? What do I got to do? What do I got to learn to be successful at this business? Because I see that people are successful. So it's always best to struggle in the beginning. You're going to put in the time and the effort to get better. When you're too successful in the beginning, you don't respect it. You believe this is easy. Endless funds are going to come. Just continue to hold. Buy the dip. Whatever it is. You think it's always going to work out that way. It's not. Trading is hard. If it wasn't, everybody would be doing it. Respect the game. Technical analysis is essential. When I first started trading, I didn't know what technical analysis was. I had no concept of it. I thought you had to go to an Ivy League school to learn it. It seemed way too confusing, and it's not. Technical analysis is not very confusing. It's actually pretty easy to learn. You put in the time and the effort, you will learn it. You can learn online, you can learn through books, YouTube, whatever it is, you can learn it. And it's not that hard, so don't feel that it's too daunting of a task. Don't look at it and say it's too complicated. Put in the time. Try it. You'll see. It's not that hard, and you'll get it. Trading is hard. But learning technical analysis is not that hard. Do all full-time traders need to know technical analysis? Yes, absolutely. Do all part-time traders need to know it? You should have a good understanding of it. You should understand trends. You should understand volume. You should understand market cycles. Yes. The more you learn, the better you will be. But it doesn't mean you're going to be a perfect trader just because you have a great understanding of technical analysis. Because the next thing that's extremely important is the psychology of trading. The psychology of trading it encompasses everything. The market, the way the market's going to react, the way the herd is going to react to the event that's currently taking place. But most importantly is, how are you going to react? Your own trading psychology, your own hope, fear, greed, and regret. Those four emotions will come into play over and over in your trading career. The psychology of trading is a big, big subject, and I'll do more videos on it. You want to know how the market's going to react to, let's just say, a news event like an earnings. You know, you're at the bottom of a trend and you get surprise bullish earnings. What's going to happen? You're going to gap up, but are you going to gap up and run, or are you going to gap up and fill the gap? And you were at the bottom of a trend when this happened. Now, what happens if you're at the top of a trend and you're 52-week highs and you get a gap up on earnings? What's going to happen? Is it going to be a sell the news event and come back and fill the gap? Those are the things you're going to learn while you focus on the psychology of trading. But the biggest thing you're going to have to learn is yourself. How do you respond to your hope, fear, greed, and regret? And if you don't take the time to really understand it, you will never get better. You will have to really put the time in. Because once you understand how you responded to a particular event, to a particular scenario that took place in the chart, you know, a big parabolic move to the upside or a red candle of death, absolute collapse, and you're in it. How you handle that trade, how you handled your emotions, your hope, fear, greed, and regret, will prepare you for the next time that scenario arises. So reflection is key, and reflection is all about the psychology of trading. Learn from a mentor. You cannot be a great trader just doing it by yourself. It's like trying to be a doctor. You just like, hey, I finished high school and I want to go be a doctor. So you go apply, you go down to your local hospital and you apply to be a doctor. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. You got to put in the time and the effort. You got to go to school. You got to get all the practice, the medical practice. You got to do all that stuff. You want to be a professional athlete where you're just going to show up and try out for, the Los Angeles Lakers. Like, it doesn't work that way. You have to put in the time. And remember, professionals have failed more times than you even tried. So invest in a mentor, whether it's a mentor that you pay, whether it's a YouTube guy that you follow, whether it's books that you're reading. Invest in a mentor. It's very important. It's going to expedite your learning curve. Trading plans. This is one of those items that people take for granted and they often don't implement until they go on a big losing streak. They don't have a plan. They just show up every day and they're just going to wing it. Doesn't work that way. It's like another professional sports analogy. Like a team shows up to a game, they've practiced. They have a game plan for the game because they want to be prepared for the scenarios that arise. They're proactive. In the game, they will be reactive, but they are proactive before the game. So a trading plan is you being proactive. Then when the charts start to print, the candles are printing, the volume's coming in, you're going to be reactive, but your reaction is a part of your game plan. Your game plan said, if this chart breaks $10, here's what I'm going to do. If this chart breaks $10 on no volume and it's a fake out, here's what I'm going to do. If the chart rejects $10 and it's dumping, here's what I'm going to do. So your reaction is already prepared because you were proactive. Trading plans, people take them for granted. They don't use them often enough. Respect them, put them in, especially if you're playing with big money. Not even if you're, especially if you're playing with big money, especially if you're putting money out there, your hard-earned money. It doesn't matter the size of it. It's your hard-earned money. Have a plan. Don't just throw your money out of the market. Establish goals. Next subject. People don't have goals when they come into trading. They say, I want to be a full-time trader. Okay, that's great. How much money do you want to earn? I want to earn $50,000. Okay, great. How are you going to get there? Well, okay, I don't know. Establish goals. When you start up a business, you're going to scout a venue, you're going to rent it, you're going to lease it, you're going to buy it. Then you're going to focus on your marketing, your branding. Then you're going to focus on, what are you selling? How are you going to let people know? And then you open up your business and you're looking for people to come in. When you trade, guess what? You've just opened up a business. You're in the business of you. You're in the business of yourself. My name is Rick. I'm a trader. My business is trading. How am I going to make money? I need to establish my goals. Here's my goals. I need to, learn technical analysis. I need to learn this, within the next week or month or 3 months. Here, I'm going to read these books. Here, I'm going to learn from my mentor. I got to establish goals for me to achieve what I want to achieve. So if I want to achieve 50,000, great. I have to do all these items to get me to that point. And then when you're actually making money, what is your goal, right? Like, let's just use that 50,000 analogy again. Like, so your goal is to make 50,000. Boom, you hit a big trade, option trade. Maybe you hit 20,000 this week, and that's 40% of your goal. But now you're just like, oh, I'm up 20. Like, now you've changed your goals. Your goals is to make 300,000 this week. So you go 20, you're up 20, you get aggressive, you get even more aggressive. And then at the end of the week, you end up with 3,000. You got too aggressive. You bought the top. You were greedy. You gave back 17,000. Now the pain of losing that 17,000 is much greater than the reward of winning the 3,000. Keep your goals in check. They keep you in balance to where you're trying to go. Don't get too far outside your goals. Now maybe 50,000, if you're a really successful trader, that was too small of a goal, and you're gonna change it. But don't lose sight of what you're trying to achieve. Losses, extremely important. If you cannot deal with a loss, forget it. You'll never be able to be a successful trader. You need to be able to deal with losses. Losses are going to come. They're going to come often, and sometimes they're going to be big. And when they're big, how are you going to handle it? You're going to suffer a big loss in your trading career. You're going to. Every trader blows up their account at least once or twice. That's what they say, right? Once or twice. I've blown up my account before, and it hurts. And you really need to understand that they're all avoidable. They're also avoidable. They're avoidable by, you know, your trading plans, your own psychology. They're extremely avoidable. But you're going to suffer losses. Just like a chart, nothing goes straight up. If it goes straight up, it's going to have a big collapse, like your account. If your account is going straight up, you think trading is too easy. It's not hard. Trading's not hard. My account is flying. It's going to crash. Understand it as a chart, a healthy chart that's just making higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. That's what you want your account to look like. Higher highs and higher lows. Higher highs and higher lows. But remember, as you make a higher low, you're taking a loss. So just learn how to deal with losses, and you're going to do that through your psychology. Hope, fear, greed, regret. You're going to learn it. You're going to learn it through your game plans. You must come into the business and understand that you will always see a pullback in your account. But the key is to limit the size of the pullbacks. And how do you do that? By having good understanding of technical analysis, good understanding of your psychology, and good training plans, and always keeping your goals in check. Discipline. The most successful athletes in the world are extremely disciplined. We got Cristiano Ronaldo, LeBron James, Lionel Messi, Connor McDavid, you know, Tom Brady. They're extremely disciplined. They have routines. They follow their routines. They keep their body healthy. They keep their mind healthy. They invest in themselves. As a trader, you must be the same way. You must be extremely disciplined. Whether that means that you're investing in your mind, you're doing meditation, whatever it is, but you are following a practice. What is your practice? Every night, I review charts. I prepare. Here's what I like. Here's the chart I like. This is the chart I want to play. Now I have my game plan for this chart. Next morning, I review the news releases. I review what's happening in the market. Okay, I understand. Now I'm ready. Trade comes, I got my trade plan, and boom, I'm ready to execute. At the end of the trade, I reflect. What did I do well? What did I miss? How did I manage my psychology? Do this over and over again. It'll be different for everybody, but that's the discipline. It takes that type of discipline to be prepared to come in and be successful. If you're just going to show up every day and you're going to open up your broker, you're going to open up your charts, and you're going to look at the pre-market, and this is what, you know, bad traders do, and most people that fail at trading, this is what they do. They learn to chase penny stocks, right? They just learn to trade penny stocks. So they'll come in, they'll wake up in the morning, they'll check pre-market movers, they'll see this stock is up 60%. Okay, I'm going to come in, I'm going to buy this stock and see if it can catch some of the move. Boom, stock goes, starts running, and, you know, if they're good, they know, okay, I take my profits, I'll be out, and then I'll be disciplined and, you know, get out of the trade. But that's not enough. That's not enough. That's not going to make you successful. Eventually, you're going to go, you're going to buy that penny stock, you're going to buy that stock that's moving 40% in the pre-market, and boom, you're going to see an all-out collapse, and you're going to buy the top, and you're going to blow up your account. Find a way to be successful through great discipline, understanding your process. My process, and I'll just share it with you, is to review charts every night, to be prepared for my entry and exit signals, have my trading plan, review the news in the morning, watch how the market, overall market, is responding in the morning, and then execute on the trade and reflect. Whether it was a profitable trade or non-profitable, reflect on it. How did my hope, fear, greed, and regret? How did my preparation, how did my trading plan come into effect for that trade? And then move on to the next one. That's my discipline. Last one, never talked about, is that trading is an addiction. When you are so successful, you find yourself never being able to walk away from the charts. Or even when you're not being successful, you feel like you don't want to walk away from the charts because you're going to miss the next opportunity. And you need that next opportunity because you've been taking so many losses and you don't want to miss it. Trading is an addiction. Okay, making money, making too much money is an addiction. You have to learn to balance that addiction. Take time off from the charts. Do not be a slave to the charts. Remember your goals. Are you trading for a living? Okay, if you're trading for a living, don't let the trade become your life. You are trading to make money to live. You do not live to trade. Take time away. The mind needs time away. If you're always focusing on the next trade, putting more money in the market, taking money out, money affects us. Money affects our minds, our psychology. The world is built on money, right? Like we go to work, we want to make money. We need money to have a house. We need money for food. So we always want more. You know, the way we are now in social media and glamour, and you know, we always want more and more and more. So in order to get that more and more and more, we need money. And the best place we find to make money is through trading. So it becomes addicted. You do not want to miss that next opportunity. You will burn out. Your mind is running on fumes. You have no idea how much your mind is consumed by trading and looking for the next trade. So remember that. You're probably addicted. Take time off. Do you find yourself looking at the charts 8 hours a day, the market's open, you're always checking what the ticker price is? Do you find yourself going on vacation and turning on the laptop and still trying to trade? Do you find yourself on the weekend just looking at charts on your phone? You need a break. You're going to burn out. And when you burn out and you didn't realize it, your account's going to burn out and you're going to blow that up. So be understanding and mindful that this is an addiction that you need to control, because no one else is going to control it for you. If you got a wife or a husband, a significant other, they're only hearing your side of the story. They don't really understand what you're going through, but another trader knows what you're going through. And I'm telling you, you're most likely addicted. So respect it and learn how to balance your addiction. Take time off from the charts. Do not look at the charts 8 hours a day. When you go on vacation, really take a vacation. When you get a big win, take time off from the charts so you don't give that money back. When you take a big loss, take time off of the charts so you don't go on tilt and give your money back. Respect it. I hope all of these lessons that I've learned over time resonate with you and makes you that much more successful moving forward. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel because I've got a lot more videos coming out and I hope you enjoy them. Peace.